Hey, good afternoon, good evening, good night, everybody. Y'all know who this is. This is your boy Rob Thomas Jr. And this is the real news behind the news. I apologize for being late and not being able to do a show at all yesterday. Man, I've been feeling very, very kind of bad. My blood pressure is sky high, man. Y'all give me a second, man. I was going to rest up and just try to come back tomorrow. But there was two very important news items that I wanted to talk about. But unfortunately, let me try this again. Y'all bear with me for a second. I'm going to try to get online, but as of right now, I'm not able to get online, which sucks. I think I used up all my mobile data, and I'll go back and post the actual links to the articles themselves. It's hold on, give me a second. Let me try one more time to see if I can get online. But as of right now, you all give me a second. Y'all give me just 1 second. Wow, this motherfucker done cut off all together completely. Ain't that a bitch? Hold on. Okay, I apologize for that. It didn't cut off all together completely. But anyway, two stories that I really want to talk about. Very, very important stories. The first story we want to talk about, this mug is not letting me get online for some reason. I think I didn't use all my mobile data up. Because I was tethering from my phone to the computer. And I think I reached my data limit. And there's no way I can pull these stories up and read from them and tell you all what's going on. But I'll tell you all what's going on. In the first story, there's an article that came out in Reuters where we're told that Joe Biden has ordered a military strike against the country of Syria. Now let me show y'all the real game. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. My blood pressure is still up, man. I'm under the weather. It says it's establishing a secure connection, but it's not. I'm not getting anything. So hopefully this will come up and I can read from the article. And if not, I'll just post the articles in the comment section. You all go back and read them. But first and foremost, we have to understand that the war in Syria is not about democracy. It's not even about terrorism. It's about oil. Making money for the Israelis who are stealing the oil in Syria and for the American oil companies who are also stealing the oil in Syria. Now, we're told that Joe Biden ordered an airstrike against quote unquote Iranian backed militants in the country of Syria. But you have to realize the country of Iran and the country of Russia was invited by the president of Syria to come into that country and help them defend themselves against United States hostile and aggressive actions. The Iranians have a right to be in the country of Syria. The Russians have a right to be in the country of Syria under international law because they were invited into Syria. You have to realize you have what's called sovereign nations. United States is a sovereign nation. Any nation has what's called sovereignty, meaning there's self-government, self-rule. So the president of Syria, under international and all law, had the right to invite Iran and their I guess you could say proxies, and Russia and their proxies. The United States has no right at all to be in the country of Syria. The United States and its proxies are invading and occupying forces, which under international law is illegal. Under international law, this airstrike that Joe Biden just ordered against, quote unquote, again, Iranian-backed militants is illegal. It's an act of war. What right does Joe Biden have to do with, order any kind of military strike or any kind of action in the country of Syria when they're not technically or legally at war with Syria? This is crazy, y'all. You all sat here, man, and talked about Trump and basically overlooked the fact that Obama started the war in Syria using, at that time, Al-Qaeda. They were following weapons from Libya. That's what Benghazi was all about. They were taking the weapons from Libya, giving them to Al-Qaeda, who was taking them then to Syria to try to overthrow President Assad. Now, here it is, almost 7 years later, they done destroyed pretty much the whole infrastructure of Syria. But now the United States, let me show you how bold and how, the audacity of these fucks in Washington, D.C. They're saying that they have to be in Syria to guard the oil. This is public knowledge. This is not something I'm making up or something that I'm just, concocting. The United States government has the audacity to tell us that they have to be in another country to guard that country's oil, when in reality, what they're doing is selling the Syrian oil. The United States and Israel together in collaboration are stealing the oil from the country of Syria. Now, again, you all wanted Joe Biden in, but when you look at the people who Joe Biden has set around him in his cabinet, they're all warmongers. Yes, they're all warmongers. Joe Biden is going to perpetuate, in a lot of cases, these illegal foreign wars that we're involved in. He hasn't been in the office barely a month and already has aggressively, illegally, and in a hostile manner attacked another foreign country, another sovereign nation. Be quiet, little boy. I'm going to take you outside in a moment. Sit down and let Dad finish this up. And again, y'all have to bear with me because I'm feeling bad, man. My blood pressure is sky high. I've been under so much stress lately, and that's the reason why I didn't do a show yesterday, because I was so stressed out that I had to get this room paid for a week. God blessed me to do that, but it was so stressful, very stressful. Hanson, sit down, be quiet. Dad, take you for a walk shortly. Wow. And then these puppies stressing me too, man. But anyway, back to what we were saying. Everybody wanted Joe Biden. Nobody actually asked him or questioned him on his foreign policy. And when you look at the people who he has surrounded himself with in his cabinet, they're all war hawks, neocons, warmongers. And again, he has basically committed an act of war against the country of Syria. Now, like I say, I can't, man, my fucking head is hurting, man. I need some kind of medicine. I can't get my medicine right now. It's too expensive. But I'm here to do the show because this is very important. We in America, we don't care about what happens overseas. But you have to realize what happens overseas is a precursor, and in a lot of times, a test run for what they're going to do here, especially in the country of Israel. We talked about this many a time. What the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, does to the Palestinians, we as Black people should be in tune with it, because those same military and aggressive tactics or what they use against us here in America. I'm trying to see if I can find you all's comments. Okay. Y'all leave a comment here. Again, I'm on StreamYard. I can't see what's going on over in YouTube. I will have to wait until I get off this video live on StreamYard and go to YouTube to see you all's comments if you all comment. But if y'all here, please hit the like button and share button. We need this video here. If any video, now think about it, this is one video that nobody really wants to see, would want to see. Because when I entitle it, I'm gonna go back and edit the title and call it "We're at War." But yes, your president, who's only been in the office less than a month, has committed an act of war, an illegal act of war against the country of Syria by ordering an airstrike. And again, in the article that I'm gonna post, the article was from Reuters, and the article is telling us that Joe Biden ordered an airstrike against Iranian-backed militants, which basically means the Iranian-funded government groups that the president of Syria himself invited into that country to help them fight against the United States, Israel, Saudi Arabia, and other hostile and aggressive nature. What Joe Biden did today really was a war crime. You all really need to start following what goes on in the United Nations. They don't show you this in America, that from this point on in the United Nations, every other member nation of the United Nations is going to demand that the United States be held accountable. But since the United Nations has so much power, they never are held accountable for their illegal war crimes and actions that they're committing in Yemen, in Syria, in Iraq. The United States and Israel will never be held accountable for their illegal, aggressive, terroristic acts. What right did Donald Trump have to order an airstrike to kill an Iranian general? He had no right. And under international law, that was a war crime. But will he be prosecuted through the United Nations? Will the United Nations come out and demand that Donald Trump and every other president, Obama, Bush, Clinton, will they ever demand that these war criminals, because everybody since Reagan, every president since Reagan has committed major war crimes against other inferior nations, like today. They're telling you again that the reason why they're in Syria is because they have to get rid of President Assad and fight terrorism. No, our government, the Israeli government, the Saudi government, they are the terrorists who are invading, illegally invading and occupying another country with the sole intention on stealing the oil in Syria. That's what's really going on. But they'll tell you on the news, Iranian-backed militants were in Syria. They had a right to be, because they were invited there to help them, to help the Syrian government fight off an aggressive, hostile, invading occupier in the United States, their proxies, and Israel. Yes, your president today, and you're not going to hear it like that on the mainstream major news. No, they're going to say, well, those terrorists are gaining strength in Syria. No, what's happening is the Syrian government, with the help of Iran and Russia, are taking their country back, city by city, block by block, street by street, from the occupying United States proxies. What right do y'all know we have, I think, close to 4,000 or 5,000 soldiers stationed in Syria, guarding Syria's oil fields? Did y'all know the United States, most of the troops in Afghanistan, United States troops in Afghanistan, They're over there actually guarding the opium. You don't hear this in your major mainstream media here in America. You're going to hear that they got to fight for democracy. The people of Afghanistan want democracy. No, they fucking don't. They want the United States out of their country. Did you all realize before Bush, before 9/11, the Taliban had literally and effectively wiped out the opium trade coming from that country? Literally. Because the Taliban, even though it's a strict religious sect, they did not want anything to do with the opium that is being grown. And you got to realize Afghanistan controls almost 80 to 90% of the world's opium. So they went over in Afghanistan using the false flag 9/11 for two reasons. The second minor reason was because they're trying to keep Russia from putting a pipeline, an oil pipeline through Afghanistan to go to Europe so that Russia can sell its oil cheaper to Europe. That was one reason. But the main reason we invaded, well, the United States, I ain't had shit to do with it. But the main reason, man, it's hot in here. I need to cut this heat off. The main reason why the United States used that false flag, created and used the false flag 9/11, was to control the opium production in Afghanistan. Once we went in Afghanistan 20 years ago, literally, opium consumption in the world increased by 1,000%. That's where you get, and you know who basically antagonized that and basically facilitated that? Your pharmaceutical companies. Literally. Our troops are in Afghanistan right now, standing guard over the opium fields, the poppy fields, on behalf of your pharmaceutical companies. Our army basically is being used as jack boys, going into other countries, kicking the door in, and robbing motherfuckers. We have no legitimate right in Afghanistan. Afghanistan did not do anything. Even if you want to say 9/11 was real, 17 of the 19 hijackers on 9/11 were from Saudi Arabia. Afghanistan had nothing. They tried to use the fact of Osama bin Laden, but that was a lie. Do you realize the fuckery that our government is continuing to engage in? And this is why I do what I do, because most people, if all you watch is your mainstream American news sources, you would believe every fucking lie, and the truth can stare you right in the face and you still reject it because some pretty white woman with big titties on TV is telling you that in the fight against terrorism, President Biden ordered an airstrike in the country of Syria. He has no legal fucking right or authority to even be flying. Our planes do not even have authority to even fly in the country of Syria. We're violating Syria's sovereignty every day. And they gonna tell you on the news that it's about fucking terrorism. And what really drives me is that 90% of the brain dead in America will believe that shit without even questioning. Again, one simple question you gotta ask. If 17 of the 19 hijackers in 9/11 was from Saudi Arabia, why the fuck did we invade Iraq and Syria? It's about the oil, y'all. Give me a second. Let me cut. Damn, man, my head is hurting. Ooh, y'all give me a second, man. But I mean, I wasn't going to do this video, man. I'm still feeling under the weather. But these two stories are very important. Now, I'm going to get ready to go into the second story. And I'm not going to hold you all too long, man. I need to try to get some rest. I got to try to get me something for my fucking head, bruh. My blood pressure is sky high. I've been under so much stress. So, y'all, if y'all here, man, please hit the like button. Again, I can't see nothing that's going on, because it's showing here on the computer that I'm online, but I guess I don't have enough data. It's fucking crazy. Y'all give me a second. Let me cut this heater off now. And so when I do this video, I'm gonna take you out walking first. Then I'll take Zozo. Chad, you gonna stay right here. I'll go right here and see if I can try to figure out what I gotta do. Now I gotta go get some medicine. I don't know how the fuck we're gonna do it. Sit down, little bro. Sit down. Okay, I apologize for that. And again, for everybody that's here, please hit the like button and hit the share button. Okay, now again, that's basically the gist of that story. And I got to find some kind of way tomorrow to do the show tomorrow night where we can do it like we've been doing it, where I can be using the phone as a camera and watching the computer. I don't know if I did a diagnostic check and everything. I done ran all kind of diagnostics and everything, but just not getting, it's not letting us get online for some reason. Let me try this. But anyway, default off. This is not what I'm looking for. Extensions about Chrome Advanced. Let's see if there's a firewall up or something. Is there a firewall up? Let me see. Wow, if I could have did that, I would have been able to do that. See, I tried to download. It's not even letting me receive my receive file. Anyway, so we're not going to be able to do that. We got to figure out something tomorrow to be able to do it, because I really want you all to read the article. And again, I can't even. Let me see. Is there anyway? Salute, Akeem. How's it going, my brother? Good that you. I'm glad that you joined us here, man. I'm trying to. I am trying to. It's not going to let me do it, but I am trying to. Private chat. Post a comment. Let me post a comment. All right, yeah, let me post this comment because I have this news article right here online. And the second article we're going to talk about. Remember how I always tell you all about there is life out there outside of life on Earth? Well, it's not letting me even. Hold on a second. It's not even letting me. I'm trying to post this. I'm trying to post this article. Yeah, here we are. Man, I'm so smart. This article. This is the article that I was telling you about. One of the articles. And you're not going to hear about this shit in the mainstream news. You're not. They're going to lie to you and basically tell you that the strike against Syria today was warranted. It was. All right. There we are. Man, I figured out how to do it. Since I can't read the article, I just posted it for you all. You all go and check that article out. But as you're reading it, something inside you naturally is going to ask questions. And the first question we're going to ask is, even if those were Iranian-backed militants, what fucking right do we, as the United States, have to even, have to do anything in Syria? We do not have the legal and moral right. We don't even have the moral authority to be ordering an airstrike in Syria, and especially against any group that is from Iran, because again, the president and Syrian government invited Iran into their country to help them fight against the United States and Israel and their proxies, and Saudi Arabia also. How come we're not bombing the shit out of Saudi Arabia when it was 17 of their citizens who were supposed to be the masterminds and participants in 9/11? Again, I'll keep saying this. Y'all pay attention. 17 of the 19 hijackers in 9/11 were from fucking Saudi Arabia. So y'all go and read that article. I'm gonna go on to the next article. I can't. Let me see, y'all. Just give me a second. I hope this screen, the camera keeps me rolling. But I'm gonna post this next article, and y'all give me a second. All right, we don't have to go here. Give me a second, y'all. I'm hoping y'all still hear me. All right. Oh fuck! It's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. All right, we're gonna go to our history. Okay, this is the next article. All right, I'm gonna copy share this. All right, we'll copy the link. All right. Okay, I apologize for that, y'all, for that brief interruption, but I had to go and copy this next article that is very important. Very, very important article, because remember how I always talk about life outside of what we're used to? See, the average person on earth, especially in America, do not believe that there is extraterrestrial life. But your government believes it. And more lately, if you're paying attention, it is coming to the forefront, even so much so that even your Pentagon has started releasing videos and other information on sightings of unidentified aerial anomalies. They don't call them UFOs no more. They call them unidentified aerial anomalies. Well, in this article here, and this is coming from Forbes now. This is not just some fuck ass entertainment type news site. This is coming from Forbes, where over the weekend, the crew of a United airliner was engaged with an unidentified flying object, a UFO. So much to the point, and there's numerous articles about it. You all might have heard about it, but the last 2 days, y'all, I've been so sick that I haven't really been. All I've been trying to do was get this room paid for, and God bless me to get it paid for a week. But the stress that I had to go under is not worth it. My blood pressure is high. Y'all pray for me on that. But anyway, in this article, we're told that right now, your FBI, your Pentagon, and all your major law enforcement agencies are actively engaged in this. This was so profound that even United Airlines themselves had to admit, yeah, they saw something up there. And we try to talk about this subject in our Sunday morning service, our Sunday morning show, because you have to understand, there's no way in the fuck you could think that the creator, whatever you call him or whoever you believe in, but whoever created us, you would have to be out your goddamn mind to think that we're the only motherfuckers that he created, us as human beings on earth. Look at all the billions of different millions of species just on earth, from the ants on down to the whales. All this life he created on earth, you have to be out your goddamn mind to think out of all them stars up there that we're the only ones he created. But first and foremost, religion will not let you believe that shit. Because religion wants you to believe that it's God and he lives in heaven. Well, if that's the fucking case, don't you think God is an extraterrestrial? because he's not from here. If Jesus came to earth right now, especially if he came to America, he better go through a legal port of entry because he's a fucking illegal alien. So even your FBI, CIA, and all these government entities cannot hide this shit from you no more. You know why it's so prevalent? Because everybody got cell phones. Did you all see that one video where the Pentagon had to release this shit? Because one of their pilots, one of the top pilots in America, in the world, was like, oh, fuck no. This shit, I'm not being silent about this. Because they're encountering unidentified flying objects that they cannot compete with, that they cannot even keep up with. They can't even explain how these aircraft are doing what they're doing. No propulsion system that we on Earth are familiar with. They basically are using some type of anti-gravity propulsion system. Well, these motherfucking unidentified objects can go from 0 to 20,000 miles per hour in a straight line, and then all of a sudden go in a 90-degree angle. But even United Airlines has to admit, yeah, there was something up there. And even your government, if you pay attention, but most people ain't gonna pay attention to this shit. Most people too busy, you know what I'm saying, with day-to-day life. But we are not alone, y'all. There's something out there. And they are here. They are here. Now, if you want to get religious, your Bible is full of, I mean, just keep it on the Bible, not the Torah or the Quran, because they all the same. But your Bible, your religious texts are full of examples of aliens, technology, extraterrestrial beings visiting the earth. Who the fuck you think picked up Elijah? When they say he seen something come out the heaven, it looked like a wheel in the middle. That was a fucking alien spacecraft, man. An extraterrestrial spacecraft. Your whole concept of God is alien based because he said, let us go down there and create man. In Hebrew, he say, the God who created the worlds. This is not something I'm making up, and your pastor or rabbi or whatever can try to fucking pass that shit off with his fucking translation from the Greek to Hebrew, but that word was plural. The worlds. Again, look at all the different species of life that he created just here on Earth, and you think we the only motherfuckers? Good stuff. Tesla may sound like a good company, but they're becoming too powerful and entangled with the government. I think, Miss Michelle, that Tesla is part of the government in a sense, because our government is not going to let any organization, whether it be tech organization or a manufacturing organization, they're not going to let them get that powerful unless they have some kind of control over what they do. And then you have to realize Tesla, where did they get the name from? Where did they come from? They came from Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla, y'all do the research. This man was so fucking smart that there's technology right now that he created where you would never have to pay another energy bill in your life. But your government, who is controlled by big oil, will not let that shit out. You see what I'm saying? Go back and study Nikola Tesla, who was one of probably the most brilliant men in the history of the world. Yes, Tesla is getting too powerful. Musk got Elon Musk, I mean, what the boy name Elon Musk. Musk has gotten the whole world on edge because this motherfucker is sending capsule spaceships to Mars. Yeah, Nikola Tesla, one of the smartest motherfucking men on earth. They literally basically stressed that man to death. They murdered him, and he died broke. Most of your inventions, from electricity and all the shit that we have now, Nicholas Tesla, I call him Nicholas, invented that shit. But other people took the credit for it. Because he wasn't looking for fame. He wasn't looking for it. He just wanted to be a humanitarian and help the people. But yeah, Tesla is too motherfucking powerful. And it has to be stopped. But it's not going to be stopped. Because it can't be stopped. Because now Tesla is, Elon Musk, he's basically getting into Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. This man got his hand in everything. Him and that boy, what's his name, Richard Branson, they are the lead. Think about this. We spend all this damn money on NASA here in America, and it's two motherfuckers, Richard Branson and Elon Musk, who are literally leading the charge in the space. In order for our astronauts here in America to get to space now, they either have to ride up there with the Russians, or they gotta wait till Musk builds another rocket booster or whatever. You got a private motherfucking citizen who's basically competing with nation states for space flight. That's just how powerful Tesla is. But if you think we as human beings are so grand that we can now go to heaven, go to the heavens and go to outer space, man, this motherfucker, even your concept of God is an extraterrestrial being who came from fucking heaven to earth. When are people gonna start looking at this shit like that? If God lives in heaven, if Jesus is in heaven right now, that means he was an extraterrestrial when he came to earth the first time. When we say outer space, technically, because you're right, Brother Brian, when you say outer space, technically, you're talking about the farthest reaches of the galaxy and shit like that. But man, you think about the space station, the International Space Station. You got motherfuckers that literally live in space. Literally. Mankind, we just, here in America, just launched a rover and a helicopter, and that is now on Mars. Literally. So yeah, you're right that we can't get to outer space. But guess what? There are beings coming from fucking outer space here. Y'all remember that movie? It's a movie called Battleship, where they was fighting these aliens. And at the beginning of the movie, when the aliens first came, this dude said some shit that was so powerful and so profound that it would go over your head if you didn't pay attention. But he said, hold on, Miss Michelle said, Bitcoin will fail. The government will create their own digital currency. Why would the government adopt Bitcoin? They want to control everything unless the secret government owns the evil Bitcoin. But Bitcoin, I understand what you're saying, and you're probably right. But what Bitcoin is doing, what they're doing with Bitcoin is indoctrinating you and psychologically preparing the world for the digital currency, a cashless society. That's what they're actually doing with Bitcoin. Man, I laughed at one of my partners who about 3 years ago sold his motherfucking brand new truck to buy Bitcoin. Now that shit is $50,000 a unit. So I believe that it is government manipulated to psychologically prepare the world for the cashless society. This is the same thing they did. Notice this. Even with EBT, when we was a kid, man, you had them big ass books of food stamps. Them motherfuckers, you had to tear them bitches out of the paper. They came in denomination, every denomination of $1. Then they initiated cards. The whole thing with digital currency, cashless society, or whatever, it is a means to control and track your every movement. That's what that's really all about. Because if you don't have cash in your pocket and all your money has to go to a banking industry and is distributed to you digitally, if you do or say anything that offends the powers that be, all they have to do is push a fucking button and wipe your whole existence out. That's why I say in Revelation 13:16, He causes all men, small, great, rich or poor, free or in bond, to take a mark. Unless you had this mark, you will not be able to. Key words in that whole thing is buy or sell anything. It's all about tracking you. Man, I'm fucking, oh my God. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, man, because I mean I'm getting myself hyped and I feel my blood pressure going back up. That's the reason why we didn't do it yesterday. I apologize for that. I thank you all who had helped us earlier this week to accomplish the goal that we needed as far as taking care of those few days. And whatever needed to come through Wednesday and Thursday didn't come through. But God blessed me with a legitimate legal way where we actually got this room paid up until next Wednesday. But I have been so stressed out. I gotta get some rest. Start prepping up for cashless society when the credit cards. Well, if you look at it, it's gonna go beyond the credit cards, my brother, because then that's when they're going to put the microchips into the human body. They already, and again, like Nick, Miss, who's that talking about this? Take care of. I'm trying to, brother Yashua. I just gotta get my blood pressure down, man. But you know, most importantly, I gotta keep a place to stay, man. You know, I mean, I'm gonna be real. When it comes down to me being able to afford medication or a place to stay, right now, I'm gonna put a place to stay over my motherfucking head and pray that I can get the medication I need. You know, everybody help me get this room paid for. So please, y'all make a donation. I can go get this medication tomorrow, man. But really, it's about rest. It's hard for me to rest, though, man. You know, I've never been in this situation here, man. Well, I'm literally living in a fucking hotel. I haven't been to many hotels and shit like that, but I'm actually living in a fucking hotel. And this shit is crazy. I know I'm gonna come up out of it. All I need is 3 more weeks, and I'll be able to get into this house that I'm waiting on. But until then, man, I'm stressed. I mean, I had to do everything I could just to make sure that this room, we had a place to stay for the next week. So, I mean, as a man, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And I thank God that he blessed a lot of you all to help us earlier this week. Because if it wasn't for our subscribers on a couple of issues, it ain't like we'd be asking for no $10,000, $15,000. Y'all would be surprised. Right now, $10 will help a motherfucker go and nothing else. Get some aspirin, some Tylenol, or something. You know, with some sleep aids, so I can finally get some sleep, some rest. It's hard, man, when you out here by yourself in this world. But guess what? There's people out there going through shit way worse than I am. So I'm not complaining. I am fucking grateful to be in this room where I'm at. It is a blessing to at least have a roof over my head because it's raining outside right now. So I'm humble enough to be grateful. I mean, I'm grateful enough to be humble enough to be in this room. You know, it was humbling to have to ask people for something, man. But at what point do I stop trying to help save the world and not save myself? Hell, people, y'all should, anybody in Shreveport know, when people need something in Shreveport, behind the scenes or in public, the first person they call when they need somebody to talk to the DA for, or they need a proposal or something, an idea to go before the mayor or the city council. Man, my phone is constantly blowing up with people needing me to do something for them or ask somebody in a position of power to help them do something. So why shouldn't I ask, you know, hey, man, if y'all can, donate $25, man, so I can go get me some motherfucking prescription. $25 so I go get this medication right here. I'll wait on. I mean, why shouldn't I say this, man? But it's hard for me to do that. But I'm learning right now that I'd rather ask somebody than fucking have a stroke. Because my blood pressure was so damn high today, I knew I was threatening stroke. The way my head was dropping, the way my nose started bleeding and shit. Stress is a motherfucker. It really is. Maybe one day God will bless me with a beautiful female to help me go half on some of this shit. You know? But either way it go, until that day, I got to get out there and get it, man. I cannot sit around here and wait for somebody up in the sky to come down here and bless me with some Tylenol. I had to get out there and get that shit, bro. Now, yesterday, although the one option that Pastor them told me I was gonna be able to do for them, they changed their mind. I wonder why Pastor them changed their mind. I love them folks. But that shit, everyone asked for donations. The only difference is you could actually use some. Yeah. And then that one dude talking about big, man, I ain't fucking begging. I had to ask people, man, because you go to fucking church, your pastor gonna demand. He ain't gonna ask you. He's gonna fucking demand that you give Jesus some money. Every fucking Sunday, Jesus need more money. And think about it. Jesus got them 4,000 churches here in Shreveport. And everybody in that church, every Sunday in the 4,000 churches, go and give Jesus money on Sunday. And then on Monday, they come calling me. Well, my son got arrested over this weekend. He's a good boy. I was wondering if you could talk to the DA. Your son's a good boy. What did he get arrested for? Well, he was speeding, and when they stopped, they found weed and alcohol in the car. Man, your son needs to be in fucking jail there. You know? I'm just being real. I don't say it like that. But he's not a fucking good boy if they actually caught him with marijuana, drunk driving, and a pistol. No, ma'am. Churches want you to take the mark of the beast. That's why they got these churches, all these motherfucking ATMs and shit. Man, there's one church in here. What's the boy named? Barlow? What the boy named? The one of Greenwood Acres. This motherfucker asked to see your W-2 statements, your paycheck stuff, and all that shit, man. And then they try to threaten you and say, well, a man dare rob God. Well, how have we robbed thee? In your tithes and offering. Not realizing, the people don't realize, that scripture in Malachi was not talking about the motherfucking people. It was talking about the preacher, the priests, robbing the motherfucking people and God, because the people would bring their sacrifice to the temple, and those fuck-ass priests was taking the best of the sacrifice, giving them to prostitutes and squandering them, and then offering up to the creator blind motherfucking sheep or sheep with leprosy, or they was offering up the inferior sacrifices and keeping the best for themselves. So this is what they use to threaten. But see, I can't threaten nobody. If y'all don't help me get this medication, y'all going to hell. I'll probably go from 1,340 subscribers to 2 in 24 hours. But when I do say, man, look, yeah, I'm stressed right now. If y'all could, man, make a $20 donation so I can run out here, man, real quick before this store closed and get me some motherfucking Tylenol. No, it's hard for me to ask that because people gonna say, yeah, he always asking for money. He can't take care of me. I take care of myself very well. Sometimes everybody falls on hard times. I'm not looking at this as even as hard times. I'm just in a transition period, waiting for one house to come open. But at the same time, I'm not going to stop doing what I do as far as bringing you all this knowledge, this wisdom that God has blessed me to bring y'all through the real news behind news. And if y'all really do want to help the shit, look down at the bottom. Shit, the cash tag is right there. Matter of fact, I'll put the cash tag up there. Right now, I sure could use. I really could just need to just stay at home all day tomorrow, not even fucking get out the house and be able to rest. Because now I have a place to do it. You know? But yeah, I need help at times, man. And I'm the one person that everybody calls when they need help. But I very seldom call people. But my family, you know, the ones who can help me or when they're able, they are always telling me, man, you need to stop being so fucking proud and humble yourself, man. If you need something, let us know. And I'm like, man, fuck that, you know. But right now, in the situation that I am, I have to. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get ready and go ahead and end this video. I put the 2 articles that we talked about on the hey Princess, I just set it up there as $ Real News 3. It would be a blessing, man. I really do need this Tylenol, you know. God has blessed us where we got the room paid for, we have food. And I guess it's true, though. You have to ask people because he say, give and it shall be given to you. You know what I'm saying? But you say, man, he will speak to the hearts of men and cause them to give into your bosom. Well, I guess all the giving that I have given, what I gave of myself. I put my life on the line. I received death threats and all this shit to help other people, man. And when it come down to it, I be having to be careful about asking people for anything, because a lot of motherfuckers would love to see me coming and asking y'all right now, man, can y'all donate $20 or 10, whatever y'all can donate, help me out, man. Let me get some Tylenol or something so I can get my medication. That way, and tomorrow, all I need to do is just sit here and lay down and relax. But my shit hurt. I mean, when your nose start bleeding, you know your blood pressure is too fucking high. Stress is a motherfucker, man. It kills. Yes, yes, man. Princess, what's that? Princess, how you put that? Princess Bronze. I just hit the cash tag up there, right there, $ Real News 3. It would be a blessing because I go around into the store and I know that motherfucker around there. They want them little hood stones and shit. I would give a fuck at the Tylenol $12 right now. I don't even take medications, but when I need to, I'm not a fucking fool. I'm not an idiot. So anyway, you all, I need you all to go and check out those 2 articles, and we'll talk a little bit more in depth about them tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be feeling a lot better tomorrow, and we can go into deeper depth. By that time, we'll have a little bit more information on those 2 articles. But again, the United States has no right, no legal or moral right to be doing anything in the country of Syria. Thank you, Miss Princess. Anything will help. I mean, anything and everything. Believe it or not, I'm in a transition point where I had to ask my aunt now for something to keep myself going as far as food. And I know my auntie, man, she got the most beautiful heart. She'll give me anything I ask for, but I don't ask people for it. But you'd be surprised at how much a pack of fucking hot dogs will help right now, because I cried over there. I've never been in this situation in my life. But maybe it's meant for me to be humble. But at the same time, not only are my subscribers probably some of the most intelligent, free-thinking people on the planet. I'm gonna be real. The people who subscribe to this channel and literally faithfully follow, you all some smart motherfuckers. For real. Not trying to brag or put y'all up there on the pedestal or whatever, but you all are the smartest people pretty much on YouTube, because you all are so smart that you will not be fucking dumb and just let somebody tell you anything. Even when I tell you all something, you have a duty and an obligation to ask questions, to research it. Even if your pastor tells you something that God told him to tell you, you're supposed to ask questions. You're not supposed to follow that shit blindly. If the blind lead the blind, won't they both fall into a ditch? But guess what? In a kingdom full of blind men, the person with one motherfucking eye will be king. And you all are that person with that third eye, because you all see something deep. That's why you all follow. I might be a crazy Negro that cuss a lot or whatever, but you all know, even if I'm not 100% right, the things that I tell you make you question everything that you have been told, and you'll never look at the government, the media, or this society again. Because our government job is to lie to you through the media. This is where I come in. See, the government's job is to impregnate you with their propaganda. My job is to be the condom to keep you from getting impregnated by their fucking lies. So every day, no matter sick or what, yesterday I was just too tired, too sick to do a show. But here we are today. Y'all keep in mind those 2 articles, read those 2 articles. And as you read them, just ask natural questions when you come across a line or a paragraph that don't sound right. First thing you're gonna ask, well, why are we in Syria in the first place? What right do we have to bomb Syria? We have no right. So the mainstream media lies to you on a daily basis on behalf of the government. That's why I'm here to keep bringing you the real news behind the news. Man, I love y'all. I thank y'all for y'all support, whether it be prayer, spiritual, physically, financial. Just keep me up in prayer right now, because all I want to do is just lay here tomorrow, man, and rest and relax. Get these little stinky puppies bathed up because they smell like puppy pee. It's hard. Me and these three dogs living in this one motherfucking room. But again, I'm grateful to be in this one room because there's a lot of people out there in a lot worse shape than I am. So it's all about being humble and not accepting my situation, but understanding why I'm here and having the knowledge to do what I need to do to get myself up out of here. So again, I love y'all, man. Please hit the like button, share these videos. I'm gonna go back and retitle this video with the cash tags. Y'all help me get the cash tags for these videos. The videos that I put up when I put a cash tag, help me make it trend on YouTube. Also tell your family and friends to just check us out. You know, I'm gonna be real. I'm trying to stop a lot of the cussing and stuff, but I'm gonna be real. It's fucking hard to fucking stop cussing, man. I said this morning I wasn't gonna cuss no motherfucking more, man. I probably cussed 12 motherfucking times before breakfast. I've been drinking a lot of water. I got some orange juice. My aunt gave me 2 big things of orange juice. But the main thing is really just getting rest. Okay, let me give you my email. I thought you know what? I gotta add my email, because if I'm putting the cash app and all this shit up there, I might as well put the email. My business email is pretty much, yeah, I got 3 emails, but this is the one I use for business. Let me post this, and I'm gonna go up here and try. I see someone. That was okay, Miss Princess Brun. I see something right now. Oh, thank you for that donation. I see something right now. Um, all right, I see that. Thank you so much. That'll help. I mean, shit, that's probably some of them Tylenols. I'm gonna put my email up there, and I'll go around here and see if I get me something at least to help me rest. Okay, email. I'm gonna put the email up here for y'all. And I thought I put it in a link that a standard link that I have post. But I will put it along up there anytime you see the Cash App, cash tag, PayPal, or whatever. The email will be there, and I highly encourage you all to email me your questions. If you want to be on the show, join me on the show. Hold on, let me put this on here. Okay, this is my email, and again, you all can more than welcome to reach out to me via email. Hold on. It's hard, y'all. Keep in mind, I'm doing this crap from this phone because the computer won't get online. I think I used up all my data the other day, and I'm barely can't see. My eyes are hurting. And also, I really haven't eaten nothing yet. I'm gonna go in here and fix me a couple of ham and cheese sandwiches and lay it down. Okay, man, why am I email down? Okay, here's the email again. I apologize for that. You all are more than welcome to reach out to me through email. Okay, there it is. And again, I thank you so much, Miss Princess. That's enough. Cause I know if nothing else, I can get to the Circle K, and then I can get a couple little single packs. I just need to get some rest. So until y'all see me tomorrow, I might wake up in the morning and do a video in the morning. I don't know. I'm gonna figure out something between 9 in the morning on how I can get back to doing the way we normally do it. Again, my data is fucked up. I don't have internet in here like I had at home, so it's hard for me to do it. I'm gonna figure out something. Until then, hey, y'all have a good night, and I hope y'all wake up and have a wonderfully and blessed and prosperous morning tomorrow. Like, share, and comment. Hit us on the email if you need to. But y'all just keep on sharing this page, man, and keep on showing the love. Good night, Brother Yashua. Till y'all see me tomorrow, man. Y'all be blessed.